What is going on, guys? So today we're gonna go over something that is asked a lot.
I've been dreaming.
Sorry about the mess in my backyard. If you are new to this channel, well, actually this video is going to be posted on my Facebook as well, so if you are watching this through Facebook and not on YouTube, then give the page a like, and I might in future put up a video on how to bandage. I don't quite know the technique to bandaging. I also don't want to be giving out lots of wrong information. A little bit of wrong information is okay, right? Today we're going to be talking about prevention. Well, not prevention. Yes, prevention. Today we're going to be talking about preparing for summer. And that is why I have a snake on me, because if you have a snake on you, that means you know exactly what you're talking about. So trust me, I'm a professional. Today's first tip, the number one tip, keep your yards clean. Don't have stuff lying around. I have stuff lying around everywhere. It is not the perfect example. Sheet metal up there, snakes will hide in that. It gets warm, they have a place to hide. It'll stay warm. Once the sun goes down, firewood is a big one. Throughout winter, I saw a lot of calls for people that have found snakes when they were pulling out stacks of firewood. So what happens is the snakes find that place nice and warm, they can go retreat in there. Snakes do not hibernate, they brumate. They still move around, they can still eat, they don't just pick one spot and stay there. Although some of them can, I guess. They just slow down a bit. That is not to say that in winter you shouldn't be cautious about snakes, because they still move. Keep your yards clean, tidy, clutter-free. Weeds, watch your weeds, get rid of all your weeds. Snakes can hide in there very, very easily, and you won't notice that they're there. They've spent millions of years adapting to not being seen. You're not gonna see them. Keep your grass short as well. And if you are cutting your grass, make sure to keep an eye on what is in your grass when you're cutting it. Also, if you are a person that likes to leave your doors or windows open, I suggest getting fly screens and making sure that your fly screens are intact. If you leave your windows and doors open and snakes see the opportunity to come inside, chances are on a really hot day that snake is going to want to go into your house. Because when I was younger, I didn't believe it either. I thought snakes absolutely loved it cooking. But snakes, they have a limit. They can only get so hot before they need to find somewhere else to cool down. Snakes cannot regulate their body temperature. They rely on moving away from a heat source. That sounds really funny. It works in an enclosure, maybe not for the sun, because you can't really move away from the sun. But you can hide from the sun, so that is what they like to do. And if you leave your house open, that is an open invitation for them to come into your house and chill out. So make sure you keep your windows and doors closed, watch them, get fly screens, something like that. Because surprisingly enough, a lot of our relocations are in people's houses. If you see a snake in the wild, stay calm, keep your distance. If you are close to it, don't jump around and make lots of noise, because the chances is that making lots of noise isn't going to scare them away. It's going to scare them into thinking you're trying to attack them. So don't jump up and down and blah. It doesn't help. Understand, for a lot of people it may be very scary and very hard to stay calm, but try your hardest to stay calm, and as calm as you possibly can. And if you can get away from it, if it's a couple of meters away from you, and it might not even notice you're there to a point where it feels like you're threatening it, move away from it and leave it alone. If you're gonna annoy the snake and then say it tried chasing you because you went over to it when it was perfectly still, not doing anything, and you decided that it'd be a good idea to get a good photo for Instagram or something, don't do it. Don't do it. Getting photos for Instagram is not worth getting bitten by a snake. Also, snakes don't chase you. Although I've heard many people that'll swear by the fact that they do. It doesn't happen. Just keep your distance from them. If you see a snake in the wild, I suggest, if you can, leave it alone. If it's all the way over there and you're all the way over here, walk that way, walk the other way, just leave it alone. If you do need to cross paths with the snake, then do it slowly, but don't get too close, walk all the way around it. Just stay away from the snakes. That's the easiest way to explain this. I know it's easy for me to say because I don't have a problem, or a big problem with snakes. Obviously I do still fear certain snakes like other people do, and that's healthy, that's okay. Once you understand the snakes and basically how they kind of work and stuff, they're not as threatening as a lot of people make them out to be. So yeah, stay as calm as you possibly can and take a couple of steps back away from the snake and you'll be alright. Maybe watch where you're going so you don't stand on anything. But if it is at your property, if it's in your backyard, in your house, at a workplace, somewhere where you are working and you need it relocated, call a relocator like myself. There is many others in Perth, and make it our problem. You don't need to deal with that. Also, if you're out in the wild and you want to take a photo of a snake, take a photo of a snake. Don't get too close, because the last thing you want to do is get bitten for an Instagram photo. My camera is getting very heavy because he just wants to get on top of it. What are you doing? Anyway, this guy's name is Fatso, if anyone wanted to know what his name was. And he is a wormer python. And now he's a camera python. I'm gonna get him off. So if you are calling a relocator, keep an eye on it, keep your distance, don't run away from it, because if it takes us a little bit to get there and you're like, oh, we went into that bush out the front of my house, the chances are by the time we get there, even if we're 5 minutes away, that snake is gone. So keep a safe distance, you know, 3 to 4 meters, like from here to that limestone wall over there. Stay that far away from it. Look, if you've been watching the bush and you called me like 20 minutes ago and you were like, it's in that bush and it's not in there, I'm not gonna be like, don't worry about that. And if you get someone like that, call me up and then I'll abuse them. Wait, maybe I won't abuse them, but I'll talk to them and tell them, hey, look, they tried doing the right thing. But don't call us up 6 hours later, say, I saw this snake this morning, can you come and have a look in my bush for me? Because chances are that snake is gone. Yeah, if you do need one relocated, keep an eye on where it is, what way it's going, and make sure you call a relocator straight away. Don't do it, don't wait an hour, do it straight away. I will leave my number in the description of this video somewhere. If not, I will put a link to my Facebook page as well. But if this is on Facebook, then just click on the Life of Sci Facebook page, go give it a like, and then you have my number. If you are going out, remember to be prepared. Keep an eye on where you're walking, plan your journeys. Obviously take water, that's got nothing to do with snakes, that's just to do with planning your trips. Always take water. If you're on a bushwalk, stick to the middle of the track, you know, give yourself as much gap from the bush. Again, going back to previous points, keep calm. If you see them, chances are they'll move away. If not, you can move away. You may see them at beaches, you may see them at parks, you may see them around lakes. Snakes are everywhere. We live in Australia. That is one thing that gets me every year, is when people go, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. We used to live in Maddington and now they have a tiger snake there. Well, let me tell you, wait, maybe Maddington doesn't. Ellenbrook's got lots of tiger snakes. Joondalup's got lots of tiger snakes. Wanneroo has got lots of tiger snakes. There's a lot of snakes around Perth. So, yeah. I'm not trying to fearmonger that at all, because it's kind of a good thing that there's a lot of snakes, because a lot of people don't actually see snakes, and a lot of snakes cross paths with us all the time and we've never noticed, and happens a lot more than people think. Also, while you're out, make sure you keep an eye on your kids, your family members, and obviously your furry family members, dogs and cats. I don't know why you'd be taking a cat on a bushwalk, but whatever, it's up to you. I'm not judging. Keep an eye out, make sure that they don't go too far. And look, if you let your dog run around, I'm not saying you're a bad owner, I'm just saying keep an eye on it. But it'd be safer if you kept your animals closer to you so you can keep a closer eye on them. Getting rid of snakes yourself, is it a good idea? No, it's not a good idea. Don't try killing the snakes. Killing snakes puts you in way more danger than you were 10 seconds before you were trying to kill a snake. It aggravates them. You can hurt it. You can stick it with the rake and pick it up and throw it at yourself. It puts people around you in danger. It's just not the smartest. Oh, he's gone back into the camera again. It's just not the smartest idea. Yeah. I recommend just call a relocator, get somebody out there. Yeah. And we always try our hardest to get there as soon as we can. Which brings me on to another point, is that we do this voluntarily. I have a job, and a lot of us have jobs. So we have other commitments, we have families, we have all of this. We do it voluntarily. We don't ask for money. We ask for donations if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, then don't pay me. I had a lady tell me she's not paying me because it was too easy. I don't even say that. Just say, I don't have any money. I don't know. That just kind of made me feel like, ugh. So you're not gonna pay me because I'm just too good at my job? She was like, that's too easy. Like, it wasn't hard enough. I'm not paying you. I'm like, honestly, I don't care. I'm not gonna put myself in that position where I'm gonna go out to a snake call and that means that I can't feed my family because I spent all the money on fuel. That's not the thing. It just helps if you guys do make donations for us to keep doing this voluntarily. I had an old lady call me up crying one time saying that she can't afford to pay me, and I was like, give me your address. She goes, I can't afford to pay you. I was like, give me your address. And I got there and she was just so worried that she was going to get tricked into... She'd been scammed before. I got talking. I like talking, alright? Settle down. And she thought that I was going to rock up. She didn't get scammed by a reptile relocator. She got scammed by something else. But that's, yeah. She thought that I was going to rock up, catch a snake, and then force her into paying me like $300 to relocate her. I was like, nope, I will do it for a smile and see you later. Like, yeah. Donations help. Cold drinks are nice when it's hot. Look after your relocators. Okay, so the last topic is what happens if you do get bit. Do not suck the venom out. Do not wipe the injury. Don't wipe the bite. Don't suck it. Do not suck it. I cannot. Don't suck the snake bite. It's not how it works, alright? Don't wipe the area. It may cause you to push more into the wound. I don't actually know. Should not have done this with this. This is a workout, and he's not even a big snake. He's like 6 foot long. If you're watching this through the YouTube video, I will put what it has on the St. John ambulance page in the description below, and I might chuck it in the description on Facebook if it allows me to put this many words into the description on what to do. But yes, so don't suck the bite, don't wipe the bite. Call 000 911, whatever you want to call. I guess it all just goes to the emergency thing anyway. And they will walk you through what you need to do. I would love to give you more advice on that, but I'm afraid that I may misinform you on how to bandage your bites. So we'll leave that to professionals, and I'll leave it in the description somewhere. But one thing I can tell you is that living in Australia, living in the country that you live in, which is Australia, and we have lots of snakes, even if you don't see them, there is a lot of them around. Have an emergency kit, you know, have 1 or 2 of them. 1 in your car, 1 at your house, for that just in case. Because I see a lot of people, oh, I'll never get bitten by a snake, or oh, this will never happen to me. But what if somebody knocked on your door and say, hey, look, I just got bitten by a snake, can you help me? Boom, you're like, I've got this kit, how sick is this? You bandage them up, the ambulance comes and grabs them and say, you saved this dude's life, you're amazing. Look how good, that'd make you feel great, wouldn't it? Get yourself a kit, that may save your life or somebody around you. It may save somebody's life that you love. That would be silly if you didn't. I'm not going to keep going on with that. Get a kit, bandages, whatever else, I don't know. Bandages is definitely somewhere to start. Bandages can help in a lot of situations. But like saline solutions and stuff like that, I don't know. What are other emergencies besides snake bites? Like broken legs? I don't know how water would help with that. So make a medical kit, emergency kit, whatever you want to call it. Have some good supplies in it to help you in an emergency. Whether it be a snake bite or a tsunami, although probably not our biggest problem here. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I hope this helps somebody somewhere. Take it easy, stay awesome, and remember, you can't fail if you try. See you later.